Right, lads, it's PINT SIDE with MiXR, the only app that rewards you for going down to the pub, watching the football and having a few pints with the boys.
Cheers, boys.
Yes.
Come on. Cheers. Come on, England.
So we know we've just beaten Norway. Come on, lads.
Love lads.
And we face Argentina, obviously. The hard firm. What the history? Boys, the passion involved.
Yeah,
there's
a lot there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a lot there, but I think we can do them. And the reason why we can do them is because we have Kane and we've got Bellingham.
Yeah.
They've got Messi.
The small matter of Messi.
Yeah. Is it a problem?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, obviously, I mean, that's a silly question.
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at what he's done in this tournament. I don't think necessarily that anybody expects him to still be able to hit the heights that he has hit in this tournament, despite the greatness that we know that he's produced in the game over the years. You know, to be right up there with the best players in the tournament so far, not necessarily just dragging Argentina over the line. Other players have chipped in here and there, but it has been the Messi show to an extent.
Yeah. They feel like they've built their team around him, and they're all doing the work for the fact that just give him the ball.
And it's worked.
Of course it has
worked.
Off the ball, they are 10 men.
Yeah.
Literally 10 men.
Yeah.
He will walk back from wherever he's gone, penalty spot, whatever it is, after a chance, and them 10 will get back like dogs and just defend until he manages to get back into the picture.
Does that worry you, though? The fact that they're comfortable playing like that, and
it is a bit strange. I've never seen a football team function in this manner before. I think they're actually more dependent on him this time than they were in the last World Cup.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Because
2022, they kind of had Alvarez starting to break through. Di Maria was still there, and obviously he scored in the final. And it was like this time, it feels like they are a one-man team, but with that 10 men behind them of just like that, we will do everything for
Do you think that they're showing the level of spirit that England are as well? Because it kind of feels like if we're going to come up against someone who has the same level of energy and desire, it will be Argentina.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be so tough. I think that, obviously, like what you said, Matisse, in terms of the energy and the sacrifice that they give out of possession to allow Messi to do what he does and have the free role. You know, obviously we've got through extra time there, which is the first time we've been in extra time so far this tournament, which is going to put more load into the legs. It's going to be tough, but we have got the likes of Anderson and Rice that can maybe try and follow Messi as best you can and dedicate your game to just trying to stop him. And those guys are incredibly physical. They've got brilliant engines. We saw what England did in the Azteca in those difficult conditions with the altitude. Like some of those players really stepping up. Bellingham looked like he had 3 lungs in that game. Gordon looked like he had 3 lungs in that game. So we can try and match them as best we can in terms of the physical side of things out of possession. But stopping Messi is something that you can't even really plan for. No. Because how do you do it?
Yeah. I mean,
every team would have said, we want to stop Messi, but how do you do it?
Every team would have said, how do you stop Haaland? We did it.
True.
Well, I think Haaland's a different beast though, isn't it? Because it's like, if you can kind of stop the supply into Haaland, then his game is more about getting on the end of things. Messi... The thing is, with Messi this tournament, it's like he hasn't run necessarily loads of games. He has been more of a moment player, but he will just float into space.
Well, he floated over to the right in the last game, didn't he? And then it was like, wait, are we back in, the last 10 years earlier or something? Now, why are you over here?
Yeah.
But I do agree with you on the midfield point, because when I look at McAllister, and I know this is club level, Enzo club level, they do get a lot of criticism for athleticism, physicality in terms of can they really get about the pitch, mobility. Obviously, DePaul is just going to be a dog. But like you said, Anderson, Bellingham and Rice, there's no way we should be losing the physicality battle there. I know they're going to come with heart, I know they're going to come with grit, but we're also coming with the same thing as well.
Exactly.
So just from a physical perspective, our guys are actually built better to cover ground.
Let me ask you a question, right? So Argentina are probably looking at that Norway result and thinking, we can get at England.
I'm looking at Argentina the same way.
Yeah.
Well, you struggled with Cape Verde, didn't you?
2-0 down to Egypt.
Yeah.
I know obviously Messi did what he did and they got back in the game and whatever, but
they could have been 3-0 down.
Yeah, they were nearly on the back end of the biggest shock in World Cup history against Cape Verde.
If Egypt can get at them, if Cape Verde can get at them, then England can get them. They need to be worried about us.
100%.
100%. There should be conversations somewhere in Buenos Aires. Some film set.
That Bellingham.
There's 3 of us somewhere in Argentina and they're having a convo and they should be worried about it.
And the conversation should be what? It's how do we deal with Jude Bellingham? How do we deal with Harry Kane? They've got no injury issues, or there's some injury issues maybe, but I want to ask you about if you had to choose a team, what would you be your England
I can't see a world where Spence doesn't start after that performance.
Really? Okay, right, so we've got Pickford, have you got, the right back situation is what? Reece James you'd imagine can play?
He can,
let's
but
assume.
I feel like let's not start him because he's very delicate. He's a delicate boy. Could get injured at any time.
but how do you manage? You can't manage game minutes in the semi-final of a World Cup.
I think Spencer's been so brilliant in that last off-the-bench appearance. I think he could start right back.
Yeah.
But O'Reilly left back. I don't think O'Reilly did too much wrong when he was on
No,
the pitch.
not
I thought
at
he was
all.
really good.
Okay.
And I think because I want to see Spence, O'Reilly, and then you got to pick between Konza and Stones next to Mark Gurhey. Leave James on the bench.
I think
as well.
I'd go with John Stones.
Yeah.
And Gahey, I think, just for that experience.
Intelligence as well. IQ next to Messi, maybe a little bit
knowing
more
when to
nippy.
step out, knowing when to kind of on the ball as well. He gives you a lot.
Konza's been a bit iffy. At times as well.
Not bad, but he's been a bit funky at points throughout the tournament. I think Jed Spence he's got a real claim to start now, on the right or the left. Not like you said, O'Reilly's not doing anything wrong, but if you're thinking about Messi drifting in from that space, Jed Spence's dedication to one-on-one defending, it's going to be difficult, obviously. But
I genuinely don't think there's a midfield in the world that can compete with a Rice, Anderson, Bellingham. I don't think that Argentina have a response to it.
No,
I don't think anybody does. You saw when Rice got sent off. You saw when Rice was subbed off, injured against Norway, the difference it made to us. How good our midfield three is.
Spain would be...
Yeah.
That would be the one.
Yeah, the way they control
games. I guess
games.
they could pass you and bore you to death if you like.
Yeah.
But I don't think they have the physicality of us. And moreover, the Argentina game, what we're looking at is they have to cope with that. If we can keep Rice on the pitch, Anderson and Bellingham in that midfield, we can win the World Cup.
That's our midfield three, isn't it?
Yeah, without question.
So then, what are we doing? Right wing, Saka, Madueke?
I think it's got to be
I think if
Saka
Saka's fit enough to get through 60, 70 minutes
if
at least,
we win the World Cup by managing Saka's minutes, they are mental.
But to be fair to Saka, he's been an excellent player for England for a long time, and I think that he's obviously. But yeah, if you start Madueke in games, and
we're resting and rotating, mate. It's only the World Cup.
No, I understand.
You've got to look after Saka, save him for the Prem. It's the World Cup. You know what I mean?
I just think like England for the first time in 60 years becoming world champions. And we're managing Reece James, we're managing Saka and Madueke.
You've got to give the other countries a chance.
Yeah, because that midfield, no one can compete.
And that is,
you've got Harry Kane up front.
So if Saka plays, if Rice plays, if it's Gordon on the left for sure.
I think Gordon on the left now.
Gordon's a bona fide starter. Didn't have an amazing game necessarily today, but again, in a game like that where it's going to be so intense, the hostility that they're going to bring in terms of their fans and on the pitch and that kind of stuff.
Nasty as well.
They are.
We need to fight fire.
And I think he wants to be in those battles. You saw that against Mexico, his first start. Not first start of the tournament, his second start of the tournament, I think it was, proving that obviously came off the bench against DR Congo. Really good, and then followed that up with a really good start against Mexico. Played in a game of similar kind of levels of hostility. Obviously, England and Argentina has got an extra level of spice on top of that. But I think Gordon, he's got to carry on now. I think you've got to go with that momentum of that front four that kind of.
And Watkins is up front.
I don't know.
Well.
Tony.
Tony. Penalty in the first few minutes, a sharp shot. No, but that's the team. I think.
Up front.
It's got to be the team. I think.
Kane. I'm completely confident and comfortable.
Wow,
it's a hell of a game.
What today's done to you?
I've been this way.
It's been like this all the time.
Yeah, no, there's not been the question. I've told you.
The script writers probably couldn't have picked anything better than a Spain-France semi-final on that side of the draw. Two of the best teams in the world. And you've got England, Argentina in a World Cup semi-final.
World ranking.
It's unbelievable.
I'll tell you, what side of the bracket would you rather watch? It'd be England and Argentina.
Absolutely. Yeah,
exactly. So the other two can fuck off.
Come on, England. So, obviously with Argentina, when you think about them, you do think about the dark arts and some of the stuff that they may have got away with throughout the tournament. So, I saw a stat the other day, I think it was obviously before this game, it was saying that England per yellow card are averaging 7 fouls.
That's right.
Argentina per yellow card, 22 fouls.
Wow.
I mean, getting away with quite a lot. Egypt game, there was a lot of controversy there, although I think they kind of got the big decisions right, but it's those little niggly fouls throughout the game. We saw Messi not getting sent off against Algeria in that first game, which was arguably a worse tackle than what someone like a Balogun did, who got his red card overturned. That is going to be a big part of that battle. Yeah. We know they fight. We know they really, really want it.
They find weight. They find margins, don't they?
Do you know what it is? They're like 10 Fernandinhos.
Yeah.
And do you know what it is?
They're tactical foul
They
every time.
overcompensate because they're not the tallest or the biggest, because it's quite a short team. And then they're all fighting for Messi.
It's all in there, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like those two things combined are making them overcompensate and do the most in all of these duels, because they have to make up for the lack of, physical side of it. So
what, should we go through them from early doors?
I think we should just lay into him, honestly.
Yeah. I'll be up for it.
I'd love a battle, you know. I'd love a proper scrap.
Yeah.
It's quite often you don't see semi-finals like that. You know, sometimes we've seen it in tournaments before where maybe there's a bigger team against a slight under. France, Morocco in the last World Cup, for example, where it's like there is a hierarchy to this kind of game.
We're going to dominate.
This is like two teams, similar levels in quality. England have probably got a better team, I think, than Argentina, but the history that's there.
Also, we're English.
86.
We literally invented shithousen.
Exactly.
Also, I'm like, yeah, fine. Fine. If that's how you want to win, if you want to degrade yourselves and degrade the sport, that's what you want to do. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Then fucking go and do it. We'll still beat you.
Yeah. And we will. And that's the thing.
We saw what you did in '86.
You want to get in the mud?
What's cheating? You want to win by cheating?
What's it called? The hand of God.
Wouldn't get away with that now.
Oh, mate.
Wouldn't get away with that now.
That VAR is on point now.
And also the Maradona unbelievable goal.
Foul.
That was a foul.
It was a foul.
It was a foul.
100% foul.
Wouldn't get away with that now.
Honestly, they can stick their dark arts up their arse. We'll win in a different way.
Facts.
In the way the beautiful game is supposed to be played.
And also, if you want to do that, we've got some players that do that at Beckham. Real Madrid. Pickford. Harry Kane even
a couple of you are going to go. If we don't win, a couple of you got to go. That's what I mean.